You would have to say that Gervonta Davis's knockout of Leo Santa Cruz was possibly the knockout of the year. Some people will disagree. They will say it's Povetkin against White because Povetkin was old. He wasn't supposed to win, and he'd been knocked down twice as well, given it the proper context. But for just a one-shot blast, what Davis did to Cruz was brutal. You can use the word brutal there. It was lights out. And I know a lot of people were worried when they see that, but generally, don't want to be morbid, but when there is tragedy in the ring, it's not normally from just one-shot knockouts. It's normally from sustained beatings. So, yes, it was good to see Santa Cruz get back up again. I think the first thing he did as well, once he regained consciousness, was smile, which is what he just seems to do all the time. So that was great to see. Davis turned in a performance that perhaps wasn't total pound for pound quality. He did get hit a little bit. And I even felt that Cruz fought a bit stupid. He even said himself before the fight that he needs to really make this a fight in the second half, that Davis is only really potent in the first 6 rounds. And it was in the 6th round where he was willing to trade more and give him that chance. In fact, the last sequence of the fight was a little bit careless by Cruz, where he tripled a right hand. He didn't even throw it that quick. And on the second time he threw a right hand, you just saw Davis's brain ticking over like, if he throws that one more time, I'm going to throw the punch I love to throw, which is a big loaded up left uppercut. And sure enough, that third punch came. He moved, boom, beautifully delivered. But it's the shot he throws the most, and Cruz gave him the opportunity there a little bit. But you cannot blame Davis for what Cruz did. He took his opportunity and bang, fantastic punch. Maybe he's at the very bottom of the top 10 pound for pound list now. He's in a weird conundrum though, because now he's a WBA champ at 130 pounds and 135. I get the sense that he doesn't find it easy to make 130. But if he decides to make lightweight his home in the near future, life is going to be difficult, I feel. He's in a similar kind of situation to Lomachenko because they've both got small frames for lightweight. And if you look at the guys at lightweight now, from Teofimo Lopez to Devin Haney to, if he turns out to be good, Ryan Garcia, those guys have all got much bigger frames than Tank Davis. They've all got about like 70-inch reaches. They're 5'8" to 5'10". They're bigger guys. So Davis may struggle if he is forced to compete with these naturally rangier opponents. Certainly the likes of Lopez, who shows he has loads of boxing talent to go with a bigger frame. Davis is going to struggle because these guys are well-rounded as well. One thing we did see that he has that might very much help him at 135 if he does decide to stay there is his power. He has the equalizer. And even though the likes of Vasily Lomachenko is much more skillful in different ways to Tank Davis, you saw when Lomachenko was getting desperate and he was trying to hurt Lopez, he wasn't having much success. Yeah, he was stinging him with some of those shots, but not to the point that he made Lopez worry like, oh shit, he's got game-changing power, or he's making me feel a bit sorry for myself with these shots. Lopez took them, sucked them up, and as the bigger man, came right back. Tank Davis has the kind of power where he could be doing bad in a fight, but then he might just turn your lights out. That is the difference. He has that get me out of jail card that Lomachenko does not have. And that might really help him if he does struggle a little bit with his weight and 130 is too difficult to make as he starts to get into his late 20s. Then he may have to stay at 135. But I don't think his next fight is going to be against a difficult guy, especially with Mayweather helping to manage his career. They're going to be looking to be careful with each step to build his pay-per-view profile. And another problem with these bigger guys at lightweight, again, Haney, Garcia, Lopez, not only are they naturally bigger than Tank Davis, they're all younger. Now, yeah, Tank Davis is still a young man at 25, but all the other guys are like early 20s. Haney's just 21. So if he plans on doing a sort of Mayweather model where he's going to wait for these guys to age a little bit or any of that, that's not going to work. If the likes of Garcia and Haney show themselves to be really competent boxers to go along with their good power, you have got a tough division right there. Lightweight seems to have really warmed up with these new prospects. You have to give Davis a big thumbs up. Some people were saying in the build-up to the fight with Cruz, he might gas. Santa Cruz might use his volume to take him out in the later rounds. But no, he showed up. I think the big warning sign was the fact that he made 130 pounds okay and looked great on the scales. We were worried about his weight, but no, he was good. And he said himself he took a little bit to warm up. He was taking a few shots that maybe he didn't need to, but it's probably because he felt he could walk Cruz down and eventually slam in those big shots. So again, I don't think Davis is going to have a tough fight for his next one. But the future does look tricky. Maybe he'll even give Lomachenko a bit of a fight. Who knows? They're more naturally sized, aren't they? But let's see what he does. It's going to be very interesting to see how he mixes it up at lightweight.